This is Autoline Daily, the show dedicated to all of you enthusiasts of the global automotive industry. Well, Sean is still on jury duty, and so I'm still filling in, but let's get to the show. You know, we said it could happen, then we said it will happen, and now it has happened. It's official. The United States will not renew the USMCA trade agreement. Instead, the Trump administration will conduct annual reviews of the pact, which is exactly what all the automakers and suppliers in North America did not want to see happen. All they see is years and years of arguments and negotiations over tariffs and rules of origin that will continue to leave their supply chains in chaos. Yesterday, every single automotive trade and industry group representing automakers, suppliers, car dealers, and consumers came out with a joint statement urging the administration to extend the USMCA, calling it, and I'm quoting them here, a success story for the entire U.S. auto industry. Just weeks ago, Swamy Kotagiri, the CEO of Magna, said he wanted a new USMCA agreement to provide stability and visibility so Magna would know when and where to invest its capital. Obviously, he's not getting that, which leaves those investments in limbo. Look, we commend the Trump administration for wanting to revive manufacturing jobs in America. But the way it's going about doing it is leaving the industry in chaos, facing uncertainty, tangled up in red tape, and dealing with higher costs. So, how are sales of new cars and trucks doing in the American market? What with high gasoline prices, high interest rates, the cost of tariffs, and everything else that's going on? They're barely treading water, but at least they're not down. According to the investment bank, Stevens Incorporated, Q2 sales were up 0.4% compared to a year ago. Automakers sold 4.2 million vehicles, but here's the interesting thing. In the last quarter, the NYSE, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ have all posted double-digit gains as AI and microchip mania drove the markets up. That was supposed to generate a wealth effect, but if it did, it didn't show up in new car sales, or at least not for a good chunk of the luxury brands. BMW and Mercedes did well, but Lexus, Audi, Acura, Cadillac, Jaguar, Land Rover, and Porsche all reported lower sales. One interesting point about Cadillac, its sales were down 19%, but its EVs were up 3.5%. And 34% of every Cadillac sold was an electric. Meanwhile, anyone who had hybrids had a field day. Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, and Kia saw their sales go up, and every dealer in the country wishes they had more hybrids to sell. The U.S. and Europe are scrambling to find new sources of the raw materials that go into making EV batteries and electric motors. It's all about reducing their reliance on China. But it's not going to be easy. CATL, the Chinese company that dominates the battery industry, says that mining raw materials, not refining them, is the biggest bottleneck it faces. It's dealing with a shortage of lithium that's driving prices up, and that's why it's so keen on making sodium batteries. It may not be as efficient as lithium, but it's cheap and easy to get.
At Intrepid, we produce network hardware and software solutions, enabling vehicle manufacturers to innovate and design the next generation of modern mobility. Delivering scalable next-generation solutions requires thorough testing and validation of vehicle platforms. Intrepid's NeoVi cloud platform helps manufacturers quickly identify diagnostic trouble codes and defects by pinpointing which vehicles have specific software versions. This allows them to isolate non-compliant vehicles in real time using analytics, part numbers, DTCs, and organized, secure, cloud-based data. All of these steps ensure vehicles are cleared for production and ready for the road, taking your fleet testing into the future of mobility. Intrepid Control Systems, driven by your data.
Waymo seems to be in the lead with robotaxis, but that doesn't mean it's going to keep the lead. More and more robotaxi companies are expanding their services into more cities, but experts say Scaling their networks will be just as difficult as solving the technical issues. Part of the issue is that AI does not have the capability to handle edge cases, and it can't respond to unique driving situations. Another issue with trying to scale is the lack of federal regulations for robotaxis, though NHTSA is working on that. In the meantime, robotaxi companies are not profitable, and they're not expected to be profitable until the 2030s. But the experts say the best tech stack will win the day. BYD says it's nearing a decision on a second plant in Europe. The automaker's head of European operations, Alfredo Altavilla, who used to run Fiat Chrysler's European operations, says it's looking at sites in France and Spain to acquire an existing factory from a traditional automaker. That is a politically astute move. BYD sales are exploding in Europe. Last year, they soared 270% to nearly 188,000 vehicles. And through the first 5 months of this year's, sales have more than doubled to over 100,000 units. By making cars in Europe, BYD can avoid tariffs. And by using an existing plant, it can avoid the political backlash that Chinese automakers are stealing European jobs. Speaking of China, it just set new safety rules for EV batteries. The standard requires no fire or explosion within a 2-hour period after thermal runaway. Smoke may not cause any harm to passengers. The battery must pass an impact test, and the rule requires no ignition or explosion after 300 fast charging cycles. Chinese automaker Chery says its new Rhino batteries meet the standard, and it's so confident in their safety that it's offering a lifetime warranty to the first owner of the car, which covers the batteries, the electric motors, and the control units. Chery says that if any model sold or currently on sale suffers thermal runaway damage due to a non-human-caused faulty power battery, it will compensate the owner with a brand new vehicle of the same model, but that only applies to owners in China. Volkswagen is so desperate to slash costs. Reportedly, it wants to cut 100,000 jobs and close 4 plants in Germany, and it's not stopping there. Bloomberg reports that Volkswagen is considering the sale of its stakes that it has in soccer teams or football clubs. The company owns shares in Bayern Munich and VfB Stuttgart, which it owns through Audi and Porsche. Volkswagen declined to comment on the report, but this shows how desperate it is to sell off assets and raise cash. Here's a fun little story. Last year, we had Matt Anderson, the transportation curator of the Henry Ford Museum, on Autoline After Hours. The museum has an incredible collection of cars, but in the course of the conversation, we asked Matt if there was something out there that he really wanted to add to the collection. Yeah, he said, he really wanted one of the first Saturns ever built because it was an important part of the history of the industry. Well, one of our viewers, Eric Vance, contacted us to say he had exactly what Matt Anderson was looking for. We put him in touch with Matt, and I'm now happy to report that the Henry Ford Museum has a 1991 Saturn SC in its collection. And I'm so pleased to report that Autoline played a role in placing a car in the Henry Ford Museum. Speaking of Autoline After Hours, we've got one of Toyota's top safety researchers, Jason Hallman, coming on the show later this afternoon. Jamie Butters, who does the Autoton podcast, will also be on. So join me and Gary when the show goes live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And remember, Autoline will start its summer break tomorrow and will be off all next week, but we will be back on July 13th to bring you the latest news and developments in the global automotive industry.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Alex Partners, when it really matters. CSP, the Composites Solution Partner. Intrepid Control Systems, over-the-air engineering, boost your game. And thanks to the following YouTube and Patreon members:
At CSP, we work with OEM engineers across the country on their journeys to lighter, safer, and more eco-friendly vehicles. Learn more at thecsp.com.
We act, we grow, we transform, we protect, we rescue. In moments that define the future, we are the partner you can trust. Alex Partners, when it really matters.